we're back on the blue carpet.
Another quick look behind, but there's no danger to Georgia Taylor-Brown. This will be her second WTS race victory. This time it's a sprint. It also comes with the tag World Champion, one of the most up-and-coming women on the circuit. And it's been a stellar display. You've got to admire the way that she went on the run, dictated the race onto the blue carpet, and it's going to be gold for Britain and Georgia Taylor-Brown in 2020. There's the smile. She's well clear of Flora Duffy. The world champion, we got a new name at the top. World champion is making a stunning attempt to defend his title. He's got a bit of a gap. There you see it. Berger and Velasa, though, look like they're going to be in a real battle for silver and bronze, but the world champion has gone for home. A brilliant display this from Vincent Luis. He couldn't have had a better swim. He had the perfect bike in that lead group of 8, and now he sprinted away from his fellow countrymen and the Portuguese. A look behind tells him there's absolutely no danger, and he can probably just about start to enjoy it.
Racing was back with a bang last weekend, and with all eyes on Hamburg for the first and only WTS race of the year, it was Vincent Luis and Georgia Taylor-Brown who produced 2 sterling displays to secure not only World Series gold, but the 2020 world titles. Fast forward a week, and the pair find themselves in Karlovy Vary, the beautiful Czech town that has been a staple of the World Cup circuit for several years, but with such a stripped-back calendar now in 2020, has never seen start lines quite like this. Our man on the ground, Tommy Zaferes, was able to drag himself away from the spa to catch up with the world champions as they reflected on the return to the blue carpet and looked ahead to their first races as world champions.
Has your big win last weekend sunk in yet?
Yeah, I guess it has sunk in. I don't know, it's still a little bit of a weird title, and yeah, the emotions are a little bit mixed around it. But I was pretty happy with my achievement and happy with how I executed my whole race, and I worked really hard, and it was good to race again. And yeah, this week has just sort of been about recovering and getting back into the swing of things again, doing a few little sharper things, ready to race again this weekend, because I'm not sure the last time that I did a back-to-back race.
Can you give us your first impressions of Karlovy Vary, the town and the course?
The town's really pretty, yeah. There's amazing buildings around us. So yeah, it's nice to be. So it's actually nice to spend a little bit extra time in the country that we're racing in, because usually we come in like 2 days before and we don't have time to see things. So here we've been here for a week, so it's been nice to actually see a few sights. And the course is going to be challenging. I pray that it is going to be dry, because it might be a bit sketchy if it's wet. But no, it will definitely be a challenging course. I just need to have a good swim, and then the bike, do what I can on the bike. And again, the run is also really quite hilly, so it is going to be tough, but I think it will be fun, and hopefully it will whittle down to just a few of us.
After Hamburg, you had a road trip to Karlovy Vary. So what was that experience like? Who are you with, and how did you get here, and everything?
I was with Jess Learmonth and her partner John Boy. So he did all the driving for us. We had one stop, I think. We ploughed through. It took about 5.5, 6 hours. We left Monday morning from Hamburg, so straight away after the relay. And yeah, it was fine. It was quite simple, to be fair. And once we started to sort of get on the outskirts of Germany and then coming into the Czech Republic, it was a lot more scenic. We weren't on the long motorways anymore, so I just sat in the back and just kept myself to myself. Just had to listen to Jess's terrible music.
Did you have snacks at least?
Yeah, I had snacks. I had Pringles, random like crisp selection, but I went for Pringles.
There are important new protocols in place, but it still feels special being back together with everybody on a start line.
Yeah, it definitely does, and it doesn't feel too strange. I know, like, there's the whole mass things, but it doesn't feel too strange. And when we're stood on the pontoon together, it just feels like we're heading into a race, and it is just nice to be in this atmosphere again, and it gets me all excited. And yeah, I get to see people that we haven't seen all year, well, since last year, I guess. So it is really nice to be here, be around different athletes again, see how everyone's doing, and be able to race each other.
Just before this, you got off a really important FaceTime call with someone. Can you give us a little insight to who that was?
I was FaceTiming back home to my partner, and I wasn't bothered about seeing him. I was more bothered about seeing my little fluffy dog, Alfie. So he's very fluffy at the minute, and he was a little bit confused when he sees my face on the phone, but I'm not actually there, but he hears my voice. So yeah, I do miss him, so going home to him on Monday.
Did he give you any race advice?
Just run really fast.
All right, last question. After Karlovy Vary, what does the end of the season look like for you?
This is the end of the season. It's a very short season, and I know we've only done 2 races, but I think physically I am ready for a break, and definitely emotionally and mentally I think I'm ready for a break. It's been a long year, and like I said, I haven't raced much, but it's still taken a lot out of me, and the fact that I've put back-to-back weeks of 20-25 hours of training together and not had those forced rest weeks that you usually would going into a race. So yeah, I'm definitely ready for a break after this, and I'll have a little family holiday exploring the wonderful United Kingdom.
All right, good luck this weekend, and thanks for the time, Georgia.
Thank you.
It's been a unique lead up to racing this year, but nevertheless, it must feel good to have kicked things off with a huge win.
Yeah, that's really good. It's been a weird year. No racing for 10 months, and then one race, 45 minutes to give it all and put all your cards on the line. But yeah, as I say, I was lucky enough to be well prepared. Lucky, I don't know, but thanks to my coach, we made a good job up in front in altitude. And yeah, on a day I was the strongest, and I'm really glad with that.
From what you had planned and visualized pre-race to the execution, could your race have gone any better?
I mean, I did a lot of scenarios, multiples, but yeah, this one was the perfect one. And yeah, I was ready for every kind of races, even if it was all together. After T2, I was ready to run fast, and so I was pretty pleased that we had a little gap on the second group, especially on guys like Richard or Yele or Alexis. And yeah, that was the perfect race, and I'm glad enough it happened during World Champs.
How does it feel to finally be racing as a reigning world champion? Like, does it feel different or come with any self-expectations that didn't previously exist?
It feels pretty good to race as a world champ. Yeah, you know, when you're world champ, you just want to race and show all your like custom bike and all this like fancy stuff, and you're just like, no, I'm just gonna hang this bike on the wall and never being riding with it. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. You know, you just show up to a race, you have the number one, and yeah, people know you 2 times world champ now, and yeah, that's a great feeling.
Now that you're in Karlovy Vary, what are your first impressions of the city and of the course?
I do like the city here in Karlovy Vary. That's my first year here, first attempt to this epic race. I was lucky enough to have a good guide for the bike course, and yeah, that's a tough one, but I like it because it's really technical. It's there is a lot of things like that change. It's really rhythmy, you know. It's uphill, downhill, corner, and yeah, I would love the rain to be part of the race, but it's not gonna be rainy, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty tough race, pretty challenging race, and I think the best athlete will win the race, and I'll do my best, but actually I'm quite excited to race.
What are your pre-race nerves like? Is this race different from any other race?
You know, before race I'm not really under pressure. I don't really feel the stress. It's more like I did the job before, so now I know that I'm gonna race all out, and if someone beats me, that just means he's better, and I can accept that. I would not say the same like a few years ago, but now I think I'm old and maybe, let's say, wise, but I don't really like this word about me, enough to say that people can be stronger than me. And yeah, it's a good race, it's a tough race, and yeah, I'm just a bit like, okay, let's see how the body responds after a few days of media solicitations and not really training. But you know, last year I won Worlds, and a week later I was in Banyoles for a World Cup, and the body was pretty good. So I hope that will be the same for this year.
What are your plans for after Karlovy Vary?
So my plans after Karlovy Vary, I'll be back home in Girona. I might race the nationals in France, but it's a long trip. It's like 1,000 km on the car, so I don't know. And But it's gonna be a good occasion to grab my TT bike because I'm planning to do some Olympic non-draft in October. Then I race Azakena if the race goes on, but I hope it will. And then on the 17th of October, I race Liévin, the Conti Cup, the indoor Conti Cup. It's going to be good fun, and Laurent, the organizer, is a good friend, and it's been a while that I want to race this race. So yeah, that's the occasion. That's the only international race we have in France, and I'm looking forward to do this indoor kind of Niskatchia race. That will be really nice, and then a few, as I said, Olympic non-draft later in France, and I think I'll be good for a nice off-season.
What is your race plan for this race, and what are a couple of scenarios that you've gone through that you would like to see happen?
Having a race plan is actually really tough when we never raced, but I mean, as usual, I'm gonna be off the front as the guns shot, and I try to push hard on the swim to push back some of the non-swimmer. I heard the lake is going up in temperature. I don't know if it's gonna be enough for Sunday, but I still have my finger crossed, and I'll see. But if it's a non-wetsuit, that will suit me a bit more. And I'm gonna try to stay composed on the bike, trying to stay at the front, trying to control the guys, because for sure the Norwegians will want some revenge from last weekend. And I will have to work hard, but I hope I'm not gonna be alone to work to try to keep them in the group. And then it's gonna be a fast run for sure. But I feel really good in the free sports, swim, bike, run, and now I still have the benefits from altitude. So I'm gonna be at the front for sure. I'm gonna try to control the race and hope for good legs for the run.
All right, kind of putting you on the spot, but who are some of the names that you kind of look at the start list and kind of mark?
The start list here in Karlovy Vary is pretty awesome for a World Cup. I mean, the Norwegians, as I said, Gustav, Kasper Stones, Christian Blumenfeld, Richard Murray. He saw that in Hamburg. He still has the speed, and we still have Johnny Brownlee. I think he pulled out of the start list. That's a shame. I was really excited to see him on a race like this. I think he won already here. And I think the Norwegian's gonna be strong. Jelegin's gonna be strong. Alessandro Fabian from Italy, he won here already. So plenty of guys, but for sure no French except me, because I'm the only one.
All right, good luck this weekend, Vince. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks to Georgia, Vincent and Tommy. Don't forget to tune into triathlonlive.tv on Sunday to follow all the action from Karlovy Vary, with the men going out at 10 a.m. local time, the women at 3 p.m. We'll be back next week.